you use. Call today. All County Home Health Care, Inc. at 954-717-7027. License 200999096. The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Welcome to How to Stay Healthy, where we interview doctors each week across the vast medical landscape of cardiology, neurology, orthopedics, sports medicine, and primary care. Join us here for your prescription to better health.
Hi, good evening. Welcome to the How to Stay Healthy show. Heard every Friday from 5:30 to 6 on 95.3 FM and 1470 AM radio, and can be viewed live on All County Healthcare's Facebook and website page and YouTube. I'm Maddie. I am filling in for David, who was had another engagement tonight. So bear with me because I have not done this before. We have with us tonight the co-owners of Center for Authentic Living and Authentically Hemp. I'm going to let them introduce themselves and tell you a little bit about their center and what work they do in the community. So welcome, Jill and Eileen, and who wants to go first?
I will.
Okay.
Thanks, Maddie.
All right.
Okay.
Go ahead,
Hi.
Eileen. Hi.
So I'm Eileen Lemmelman. I'm a licensed clinical social worker and the co-owner of Center for Authentic Living, as well as Authentically Hemp. And we're located in Delray.
Do you want to give out the address where we can locate your center?
Yeah, we are located at 1200 Northwest 17th Avenue in Delray Beach. Phone number?
Yes, please.
561-265-5738.
And what suite number was that?
We are Suite 13, Lucky 13.
Okay. And while you're talking, can you give us your website for Center for Authentic Living?
Yes, it is www.centerforauthenticliving.com.
Great.
And also, if you would like to email us, you could always email us at info@centerforauthenticliving.com.
Terrific. Jill, would you like to
I'm
introduce
Dr.
yourself?
Jill Schwartzberg, a licensed psychologist in Florida and co-owner of the Center for Authentic Living and Authentically Hemp. I'm excited to be here.
Well, I'm glad that you are here.
Yes.
I know both of you. I know Jill from spin class, and I know Eileen for visiting their center. And it's a beautiful center, and if you do have the opportunity, you should come by and see it.
Mm-hmm.
They do not only conventional, would I use that word, conventional therapies, but you have a lot that I would love for our audience to hear.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to give us a little bit of a background as to your education, how you got to Florida?
Sure. So I'm a licensed clinical social worker. I'm licensed in Florida as well as New York. But obviously I practice solely in Florida. And just to piggyback off what you said about our center, so proud of our center. We
And
love
you should
it.
be. And you should be.
We really created something very, very special and so proud of it. And we are, specifically, we are mental health therapists, holistic mental health therapists, and we are really there to help people's body, mind, and spirit become healed and whole. I use a traditional kind of talk therapy, a variety of different kinds of ways of helping people. But over the course of our relationship as therapists as well as friends, we have the same vision, and we wanted to offer something really special for the community.
And that it is.
Mm-hmm.
And Jill?
Yes. So
A little bit background.
Well, okay. So first I want to say we do see ourselves as holistic mental health professionals. And we do a variety of things, but I know I should answer your question. So I'm licensed in the state of Florida as well as New York, but I do practice solely in Florida. And I got my training in New York. Been here about 8 years. And interestingly, how Eileen and I met is we both worked for an agency, and this time of year kind of reminds me of it. They had a Secret Santa, and we didn't know who our Secret Santa was. And so we opened up our present in this big room, and then she approached me, and she said, "Hi, I'm Eileen, and I'm your Secret Santa." And we started talking, and we hit it off. We found out we had very similar views and ideas and ways of working, and hence we decided to create a practice together and then a center.
Yeah.
How long? How
And
wonderful.
we left that agency.
Yes, obviously. How long is the center open now?
We've been together, and the center. Well, we just moved into a bigger
Right.
office.
Right.
But we've been together how long? About 6 years now.
We've been together for 6 years, and the Center for Authentic Living, officially, that we gave it its title, is about a year. But we've been practicing together for about 6 years.
Yes.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So who wants to take a turn and tell me a little bit about the types of therapies that, as I had said before, we came in, I had met Jill in spin class, and we were talking, and she told me what she did, and then all of a sudden we were talking about a seminar. Is that what you call it?
Workshop.
A
Workshop,
workshop, right, about this painting. And I'm going, painting? I said, I can't even, make a stick figure, let alone paint. And then you said, no, it's something very different. So you want to discuss that a little bit?
Yeah, it's awesome. It's really awesome. So we call it the Paint Journaling Workshop, where it's not art therapy, and it's not for product. It's process. So you paint in a blank canvas, with a blank canvas in front of you, and I think you framed it really nicely. It's a moving meditation using paint. It's really a great process, and we do it for half a day. We've actually taken and done the workshop for 3 days.
You've mentioned that to me. And you said can become very emotional. And it's a large, how many people are in this workshop?
Well, we have a capacity for 10.
Okay.
So, but we've been in workshops where there were 20, 25.
Wow.
Yeah, 30 people.
Yeah, so the workshop is about the process, not the product. And so you don't have to come to the workshop having any art background. And there's something really special and unique about approaching a canvas with no preconceived idea of what you're going to draw or how you're even going to draw it. And there's something very emotional, like you said, approaching a blank canvas, approaching a variety of colors, and allowing yourself, really having trust in yourself in the process, in allowing whatever needs to come out through the paint and onto the paper. As a matter of fact, what's very interesting, one of my patients who had once taken the workshop, she said, I didn't think such a simple type of exercise would be so deep and emotional. And
well, let me ask you this. In order to be part of this workshop, do you have to be a patient of yours?
No.
It's open to the community.
It's open to the community.
Oh, wow.
We've had people from outside of, clients and patients that come. They love it because it's a very safe, a very secure environment that we create. So that's very important for people when they're in a workshop like this, because you are vulnerable. You're really revealing so much personal stuff.
Right.
So it's a very safe, a very secure environment, and people tell other people, and they love it.
I was just going to ask you, how do you
Word of mouth.
Is it word of mouth, or do you advertise this, or is it on your website?
Website. It's on our website. We're advertising today.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Word of mouth.
We do have a Facebook page. Center for Authentic Living is the name of our Facebook. And if you go to that page, you will see some of the products and some of the different examples of people actually in motion, in process.
Okay.
And you can get an idea of what it might
it's
look like.
Really, really interesting. I may have to participate one day.
Love to have you.
Oh, please.
Love to have you.
We'd love to have you.
In addition to, and you're calling it painting?
Paint
Paint journaling workshop.
Paint journaling workshop. What are some of the other types of therapies that you can provide?
Well, right now we have an acupuncturist on staff, which is wonderful. Eileen and I specialize in trauma. It's one of our specialties. We have other specialties as well. And what we loved about this acupuncture, what we love about her, is that she has experience with trauma, anxiety, depression. And so it's great.
And it seems to be a lot now, especially in the
Great
news. You hear, that mental health is really.
So we actually have conducted some mindfulness meditation groups along with the acupuncture, and it's been very, very successful.
Okay, explain that a little bit more.
It's a group process where the acupuncturist actually puts the needles in this particular instance, it was in the ear, but we do a variety of different protocols. That protocol was in the ear. And then we lead the group in a mindful meditation. The acupuncture actually brings the person into a deeper, place with themselves.
Relaxed state.
A really relaxed state.
I could use that now.
And yes.
No, I actually settled in a little bit.
Yes.
So our next one that we're actually going to be conducting is
January 9th.
Wednesday, January 9th, 7 o'clock. And if you're interested, let us know, because people are loving it. Because the mindfulness is beautiful in and of itself, but then when you add the acupuncture with it, it just really is so relaxing and so beautiful.
It's about a 45-minute meditation.
Oh,
They'll
wow.
walk you through and sit on a mat or a chair if you need to.
And so the both of you actually run it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Along with Heather, the
acupuncturist?
who puts in the needles, yes.
Oh, okay. And what other kinds of therapies do you do?
Well, we are starting a group.
Yes. So we will be starting a group Thursday, January 17th,
7 p.m.
7 p.m. It's going to be women struggling with weight, food, and body image. And
There's a lot of that out there as well. Right.
and it's going to incorporate some of the mindfulness that we are really trying to offer in the center. But then it's going to be a group of women supporting each other, talking about it, finding helpful
Women
ways.
empowerment, right?
Yes, exactly.
Excuse me.
Exactly.
Well, specifically around women who have,
Issues.
struggled with body image and food, relationship with food and weight. So that will be the focus.
Okay.
So that will run every other week for 8 weeks, and it starts, like I said, Thursday, January 17th. And then the mindfulness meditation will be will be twice a month.
Okay, I'm hearing that music. That means we're going to take a quick break, and we will be back. And whether we're going to talk about authentically hemp. So we will be right back.
Great. Thank you.
All County Healthcare, Inc. is locally owned and operated, serving the Tri-County area, Palm Beach, Dade, and Broward counties for the last 25 years. The practice of medicine is changing dramatically. All County Healthcare, Inc. still does it the old-fashioned way, where our nurses and healthcare professionals come into your home to service your medical needs, providing you the fastest and best care possible. For more information, call 954-717-7027. And remember, Medicare Home Care is covered by Part A of Medicare with no out-of-pocket cost to you. It's your decision, and only your decision, on what healthcare agency you use. Call today. All County Home Health Care, Inc. at 954-717-7027. License 200999096.
Getting older is not for sissies. That's what one of my patients says. And it's funny, but it's true. Live long enough and you'll get arthritis, skin cancer, probably one of the common chronic diseases like CHF, COPD, diabetes. At All County Healthcare, we teach you how to manage your disease. We make sure you know how to take your medications and how to recognize signs and symptoms before requiring hospitalization, no matter how many visits it takes. You didn't move to Florida to be sick. You moved here to enjoy the rest of your life. And that's exactly what our team of nurses, therapists, and aides at All County Healthcare help you do.
And now back to How to Stay Healthy, your weekly doctor's interview and prescription to better health.
Okay, we are back. Thank you for joining us. We're just going to finish up a couple of minutes on the Center for Authentic Living. I think Jill wanted to speak about some of the other practices that you do at the center. Modalities.
Yes.
Right.
So I want to just talk about the fact that we are trauma therapists, and in our center we offer something called EMDR, which one of our therapists uses for trauma.
What does that stand for? Because I think I had asked you. I had
movement.
a friend of mine had asked me about it, because I think her daughter was out in Arizona, and a center out there, and they used it, and it supposedly was wonderful for her, but I didn't know what it stood for or what it was.
Eye movement desensitization response.
And what does that actually
So
include in your...
I personally don't do
You don't do that
EMDR. One of our
Okay.
therapists does it.
Oh.
So yeah, we
So
have
it
it.
is
We
something
offer it,
I
and
gotcha.
it's really great. Traumatic incident reduction (TIR) is something that we both do. Actually, all three of us do. There's 4 therapists in the center, and that also helps with trauma.
May I
Now-
just add one thing about the
Yes,
TIR? So it's actually a repetitive desensitization way of treating trauma, and it's becoming more and more mainstream and more known, and it is a highly successful, quick way to handle trauma.
Wow.
So we both are
Very
very,
interesting.
very adept
Yeah.
at doing
Very,
that.
very
Yes.
interesting.
We also have
But
something.
you also, I'm sorry to interrupt you,
ahead.
but I wanted you to be able to talk about that you do family counseling.
Yes, so we do
Okay.
mostly individual, family, marriage counseling. We don't see young children, although I have a lot of experience with young children. We are not set up in our center to see young children.
So what ages do you usually
Young
see?
teen. I'll start
Teens.
with young teen. Mm-hmm.
Like 12, 13,
Mhm.
something like that?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, and family therapy
Okay.
as well.
Good.
And we do take a variety of insurances.
Yes.
If you'd
And
like
we
to
take
mention them.
Medicare.
Okay.
Medicare is a big one. We all take Medicare in the
Oh,
center. Blue
I-
Cross.
I take
Humana.
Cigna, Aetna, Humana, and we both take Medicare.
Are those
and
listed
Blue
on
Cross.
your website?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Mhm.
Terrific. So
The-
at least our audience will be able to double check and always be able to give you a call.
Yes. And the last piece that I want to talk about is something called the Alpha Stim machine. It's a handheld machine that has been researched, and it reduces anxiety, depression. It was really designed for PTSD.
That sounds good to me.
PT
For me, I should say.
PTSD.
Okay.
They use for vets, and they did a lot of research with vets on it, and they've had really a lot of success. And we have a few machines in our center, and people can rent them out or come in for a session, but it's just easier to rent it out for the month because then you can use it every day at home and
Get the benefits.
and get really the full
Full
benefit
benefits of
of the machine.
Wow.
So it's a great additional piece, that we offer. But I think the thing that I'm most excited about, and I
Yes.
think Eileen would agree, is our natural product that we brought into the center, which also
What a
helps
lead in that was. Great.
with depression and anxiety and pain. And we are just so excited about it because, everybody at this point has been hearing about CBD hemp, which is our product. But the great thing about our product that gets me so excited.
Let's just go back and say it's called Authentically Hemp.
Yes, that's the name of our
And
company.
you want to give out the website on that as well before we get into
It's
the product?
authenticallyhemp.com.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And tell us a little bit about your product.
Well, the thing that I'm excited about is that the quality of it. There's a lot of CBD products out there on the market right
And
now.
I will tell you that I am on it.
It's
And it's
pure,
it is.
it's full
excellent.
spectrum, very few ingredients, and it's just a wonderful product. And when we were first introduced to it about 6-8 months ago, we tried it and we loved it, and we started, selling it to people in our
That you knew,
practice
and
and and people we knew,
And me from spin
and
class.
family members, and we were getting such great feedback, and we were just amazed. So now, it's just wonderful to have a product.
Right. Well,
that
we
really-
are really, really happy to be able to offer, like Jill said, a very all-natural, organic product, especially in this age.
I was
of
just going to say this. You hear,
opioid use.
well, also,
and
out there,
also in the age where they are really cracking down on people using opioids. So and people don't always want to use medication, and so
Right.
this is a natural way to reduce anxiety, to really help inflammation and pain, to help people with insomnia, and people are absolutely blown away by the results because they use it, they feel better, they sleep better. Immediately their anxiety is reduced. And also, just so everyone knows, we also have a line for pets as well, which is also
which I actually
been very, very popular.
I bought one for my daughter's dog, who was a little wacky, and so I had mentioned it to Jill, and she said, "Sure, why don't you try it?" And she's gone through a couple of bottles already.
Great.
So I just wanted to also mention the fact that now that this Farm Bill has passed, which is a very, very big deal for the industry, and it's going to really just blow everything up. And there's going to be a lot of products out there and a lot of
That's what I
competition
was going.
out
That's what I was
there.
going to mention to you because wherever you go now, you see CBD oil, you see over-the-counter products with it. So many people are selling it, but once again, you have to know where it's coming
You have
from.
to know, right? You have to know the product. You have to know where it's coming from. And our product is clean. That's what we like to say. It's clean. It's organic. No harsh chemicals. There's few ingredients, and it's
And also, a very important point of our product is that the plants are cloned, which means that plant 1 is going to be exactly like plant 100. So you're not going to have any variations in the product. And you're not going to have any kind of, you bought one batch, it's different from the next batch. It's not. It's all cloned.
That is very important.
And we love the fact that it's grown, produced, manufactured, and
In
sold.
Colorado.
Everything is done in the USA.
There you go.
and they engage in responsible organic farming, which is a big deal for us as well. And it's in Colorado, so it's great. It's here.
And so, how would somebody purchase that, the hemp?
You can go on the website,
Okay.
authenticallyhemp.com,
Okay.
or in our office. We do sell it out of the office. Those are the two places right now.
And how would you tell somebody, or how do they get the information about how much to take? Because I know that there are different milligrams
Good
and
question.
and how often. If you can give us just a little general feeling about that.
Well, we do have a chart on our website that kind of guides you, which is a nice reference. And you can always call the center and speak to Eileen or I, and we'll talk we'll answer any questions you may have. We'll recommend a dosage. We always like to start low, and go up from there.
We always recommend that a person starts with half of a dropper full of whatever dose that they take.
So who determines
And
the
then-
dose?
Well,
You-
it's
after
really-
speaking with them, or
Well, after speaking with them, but also a person has to know their genetic makeup, how they metabolize different products. That's why we say go slow. You start with a small, half a dropper full before bedtime, see how it feels, and then you can always go up from there.
And you can take it as often as needed,
We recommend twice a day.
twice a day to start and to see how you are.
And the other thing about the product is that we have a variety of different products that people, because some people don't like the oil. The oil is a wonderful way to take it. You put it under your tongue. It's immediately active.
That's the one that I have.
Yes, but we also have gummies, which
Okay.
are really fun and taste good and give you the same effect, but some people like the taste of the gummies. We also have gel caps. And then we have cream for people that are getting topical cream.
Oh, wow. Time has gone so fast. So, once again, give me the name of the center, your address and telephone number, how people can get in touch
So
with you.
Center for Authentic Living. It's in 1200 Northwest 17th Avenue in Delray, Suite 13. And info at centerforauthenticliving.com. And if you want to look for the products, authenticallyhemp.com. But actually, when you go to the website for Center for Authentic Living, there is a link to Authentically Hemp. So you can go back and
Call,
look at
and
it.
also
and-
call
and your number?
561
Yes, please.
265 5738.
Repeat that again.
561 265 5738.
Great. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you,
coming.
Maddie.
I'm
Thank
glad
you
we
so
finally
much.
were able to do this.
It's wonderful
It was
being
so
here.
great.
Once again, to our audience, you can come back on Friday evenings from 5:30 to 6, and we will have some more wonderful professionals to speak with you.
For a prescription to better health from the top doctors in the medical fields of cardiology, neurology, orthopedics, sports medicine, and primary care, join us each week on the How to Stay Healthy show.
The opinions expressed on the preceding spot